Sales leads, of course, are incredibly important to so many businesses across several industries. And there's now a company that can qualify inbound leads labor-free. So let's meet Paul Kleen, CEO of Pitchit, along with investor Frank Tighe. He's managing director and partner at Silicon Road Ventures. And we also have with us here industry expert Bryan Kane. He's innovation and strategy director for multiple organizations across the Caribbean and Latin America. Welcome, gentlemen. Thank you.
Thank you for having us.
Nice to have you on this special AI episode of Tech Impact. So, Paul, why don't we start with you? First of all, love the suit.
Thank you.
Thanks for joining us. Please tell us a bit about yourself.
I got my start in tech as a data scientist at Frame Data, and then we sold that company to Square. And what we were building were machine learning models with random forest or neural networks that could look at all of the data in a company and then find out who we should contact and why, and then we'd ship it over to the sales team so that the sales team could manually take action. But we repeatedly found the sales team was really bad at taking that action or would just not have time to do it. And so we peeled away and built Pitchit when some of the advancements in AI came out and thought, let's start automating some of these things that these salespeople clearly don't want to do or just simply don't have time to do.
Mm-hmm. Impressive. So can you walk us through how it works?
Yeah, so it works like a human being would. You train the AI agent to take over those manual tasks in the order they need to take them over, and then you give them access to the channels like voice, text, email, and social, and it does the job that a human would, but it does it perfectly and really quickly and sequentially, and it doesn't ever make a mistake in that way.
Is it scalable? Let's say it's a smallish organization looking to leverage this technology from Pitchit, and then they grow. Is it something that it's easily scalable?
Yeah, sure. I mean, we usually get people on a pilot, and they'll start with a couple hundred calls a week or a day, and we have customers that have scaled all the way up to 50,000 calls and inbound leads a day.
Wow, it sounds like a great way to qualify leads without all that labor. Now, Bryan, what changes have you seen at Digicel in terms of the telecom landscape, and in particular, how it can impact sales strategies?
So it's been interesting, actually. I met Paul a couple of months ago at an event in Las Vegas, and I was complaining to him about all of the challenges that we have and the challenges that our customers have. The telecom space is like every other space, really. It's just the problem is much bigger and perhaps a little bit more compounded. And the challenge for a lot of our customers who are depending on us is the same thing. They're trying to get things done within their organizations. The real challenge in the Caribbean and the Latin America region is brain drain. You get a lot of people who leave, and a lot of really smart people go to different parts of the world so that they can, for personal reasons, or they want to find work, or for family reasons, or whatever it is.
So organizations want to do more with less.
Exactly, and that's where our challenge is, like everybody else. It's how do we get more done, or how do we get more accurate information done? I think Paul mentioned it earlier there, salespeople, they work in a certain manner, they work in a certain way, but they don't always get everything right, whereas we can use AI perhaps to do some of the work, get more accuracy around that, and then get the real hot leads to the correct people so that we can focus on those customers who need it most.
Yeah, sounds great, and I like how AI is being leveraged to complement human capital, not replace it.
Correct.
Which is great.
Correct.
Now, Frank, leveraging your technology expertise and financial expertise, what excites you the most about how AI is impacting the telecom space?
Yeah, so at Silicon Road Ventures, we're early stage ventures, and of course AI is exploding everywhere. But we're investing at the application layer where Paul and Pitchit are operating. So there's the infrastructure layer, there's large language models with all of the data, but we're looking for the technology that impacts and grows sales. And so we're investing purely in what we call commerce tech. So that's any technology that would power retail, e-commerce, or CPG. And when we met Paul, what we look for as early stage investors is a serial entrepreneur who understands the pain and has the industry experience. And Paul uniquely has the technical expertise to also develop the early platform. And we've been thrilled with our investment in Pitchit, but mostly because it solves many problems. So right now there are headwinds in technology and into reaching the customer.
Right.
Consumers no longer want to answer phone calls from numbers they don't know.
Of course.
The big platforms have blocked cookies, so it's more difficult and makes ads less effective. So how do you reach the consumer when they're at their highest level of intent or ready to purchase? And so the Pitchit technology using AI can pre-qualify these leads and connect them to the brand or the company in order to close the sale immediately or book an appointment
Right.
to close the sale.
And these aren't cold leads, right? Again, you're pre-qualifying, leveraging,
Exactly right.
utilizing information from calls, texts, social media, right?
And what we really love is, Paul mentioned he starts with pilots with brands. But what we've seen with Pitchit is they begin with a small pilot and they'll 3 or 4x the size immediately because the senior team and the people responsible for finance realize it's cutting labor and it's increasing sales. Really a win-win.
Yeah, it sounds it. Now, to summarize, Pitchit can increase lead conversions, lower time spent on each lead, and maximize revenue, which of course is the end goal, no doubt. Thank you so much, Paul and Frank and Bryan, for joining us on this special AI episode of Tech Impact. Thank you.
Thanks, Mark.
Thanks, Mark.
And if you'd like to learn more, you can check out their website at simply pitchit.ai. That's simply pitchit.ai, or of course you could log on to techimpact.tv.